So since I haven't done a resin figure review in a while, today we're going to be looking at the excuse me, figure from a Hobby Link Japan of Taiga from Toradora. So let's get into it. Now, the packaging is fairly sturdy, but I think definitely could have been a little better. But all the parts come together in a plastic bag wrapped in bubble wrap. All survived transport. And my cat is the absolute pain. Sorry about that. Let's get into it. Now, one nice thing about this kit is that it does come with a base. The base is fairly plain, and personally, just as a personal opinion, I really don't think it fits with the character or the series, but no, it's definitely usable, and if not, you can always save it for another project. Now, the hair is comprised of two separate halves. Here, the back half, there is just an ever slight bit of flashing left over. Other than that, it's very nicely cast. And obviously, the front half does seem a little thin in a couple. Oops, sorry about that. It does seem a little thin in a couple places, and it would have been nice had. Sorry about that. Ouch. Sorry, cat's being really problematic, but it would have been nice had it been packaged a little sturdier, and as these two main follicles could have easily broken, as well as a couple others, but otherwise all parts survived transport fine. I was surprised with that. I do like the fact that they put the pour stop here on the back, so it makes cleanup a little easier, as you're not going to damage any of the detail in the hair. Now, the main body consists of a single piece. For some reason, they decided to mold the skirt to the rest of the body, including the bottom part of the torso. It would have been nice had they done this separately, have this part as one part, the skirt as a separate part, and then obviously here as a third. But for some reason decided to do this. It's definitely workable though, but obviously you're going to have to do a lot of masking when you come time to paint. Also, be aware that this edge right here is on the thinner side, and what's more also is the resin in the skirt area is a little thin, as you can actually kind of see through the skirt, as you can see where the rest of the figure is. Does also come with this nice little cute tiger figure. And another thing you may have noticed already, but there are what appears to be pencil marks on some of the parts. I did not do this. It came this way. I'm assuming they marked it in packaging of where all the mold lines are, which does save you a step. Face is nicely cast. No real complaints here. Look is very much similar to character. Now, my biggest complaint with this kit, and this is more a nitpick, but it's the proportions of the limbs, as you can see here with the legs. Just to my eye, it seems a little undersized. I don't know why, but it just seems to me that her limbs are undersized for the character. I'm not sure if this is just the sculptor's artistic licensing of the figure, or just me having odd, I don't know. It just seems to my eye like that her limbs are just that much undersized, and just enough that it's noticeable, but not so much that it takes away from the figure. Now, as for her legs, again, you can see pencil marking where the seam line is. The dividing line between her leg and her knee-high socks is very thin, and obviously you're going to want to be very careful when doing cleanup. Get these out. Now, a nice thing about this kit is that it does come with 2 separate sets of arms. If I can get them out of the packaging. One with her arms are folded together, as you see here, and one with her arms crossed. Now, I do like the fact that they gave you this option, as it does allow, especially with how they divided the parts, for you to actually use magnets to hold them in so you can swap them out. So that's definitely a plus for this kit. Now, the last part, and this one you're going to want to be extremely careful with, is her bow. It's very thin. In fact, I'm actually really surprised it survived transport. But yeah, obviously this is something you're going to want to be careful with. Worst case scenario though, you could probably replace it just using regular wire. Now here we can see the instruction blueprints again, better clarifying what I meant by the posing of the hand. But construction is very simple and straightforward. Again, a benefit of this kit. But other than that, there's no real standout thing other than obviously you're going to have to do an extra careful job with cleaning and prepping before you get into assembly. So overall, what do I think about this kit? Well, obviously, proportions aside, as that's obviously just my personal opinion and viewing of this kit, it's a pretty good kit. No, it's definitely one I would recommend for beginners, given the fact that it's not super complex, and aside from the one part, there's not any real parts you have to be super careful with. Plus, given how they did the mold, the pour stubs, it makes it real easy for a beginner to just pick up and go. So definitely one to look for and get if you can. I know HobbyLink sometimes puts it on sale. I actually picked her up during their Black Friday sale, I believe, for about 1,500 yen, which translates to about 20 bucks. But overall, definitely a good beginner resin kit if you're interested in taking it up. So yeah, that was Taiga from HobbyLink. So till next time.